It's the return of the Mac. The return of the Mac. Another creative cooking video. I've had so many requests in regards to how I make my master macaroni without using nut as a base, so I am going to show you. So without further ado, let's get our ingredients together. Okay, so let's begin. You're gonna need your Kamut spirals, or you can use the Kamut elbows. I prefer Kamut over the spill because of the way they hold up and the way they taste. Next, you're gonna need your hemp milk. Next, you need your hemp milk. You're gonna need 2 cups of hemp milk, and you're gonna need 2 cups of your elbows or your spirals. You're gonna also need your onion flakes. I know this is onion powder, but I grabbed the wrong thing out of my cabinet. So you're gonna need the onion flakes. And this right here, this is some achiote powder that I blended up from the seeds. So look at that. Yep. So that's what we're gonna need to start off. And if you already have my cookbook, you're gonna need to use the my coco-rella cheese recipes that's inside that book for this. You're only gonna actually need to use half of that of the cheese that you're gonna make, if that much. Okay, so let's move forward. Okay, so for starters, you're either gonna use a medium-sized pot, or you're gonna use a ceramic casserole dish that you can just put that directly into the oven. And into that, inside your dish, you're going to go ahead and put in your 2 cups of hemp milk, and you're going to add your 2 tablespoons of your favorite vegan butter, and you're going to bring that to a boil, and you're going to continuously stir this because you don't want it to burn. Oh, and one other thing, these ingredients are all on Dr. Sebi's recommended food list. This achiote, this is also a natto. So you may not be able to find this in a powder, so you have to get it in the seed, and you're gonna have to grind it down, just the way I did. And it has this kind of funky, peppery taste and smell. Well, actually, it has more of a minty smell than funky, but there's like this little funkiness that comes through as well. And the funky taste inside of it, this recipe that I'm about to show you guys in regards to my master macaroni without the nut base, this annatto is really going to help bring the taste out inside of this recipe. Or rather, this recipe is going to bring the funk out in the annatto. 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 Now, after that's already boiled and heated up and everything, you're going to add your natto. So it's going to be 1.5 teaspoons of annatto powder, which is the same thing as your achiote. And when you're stirring it with your spoon, if it doesn't break down and blend well, then, just get rid of the spoon and get your whisk so that you can whisk it in. And more than likely, it might start to clump. So you just get rid of that spoon and get your whisk, because that whisk, it will break it down the way it needs to be broken down. Kamut is unlike regular noodles. They don't get that gluten buildup after cooking them for so long. So you don't have to take them and rinse them up under cold water to stop them from cooking, so they won't get that sticky buildup from the gluten or from the starch that would be coming off of them. So that's actually why I really love cooking with the Kamut in this way. And I'm sure that you're going to find that you like cooking with the Kamut in this way as well. So you see how the hemp milk has already started to evaporate? This is what you want. So you're going to keep that eye on, and you're going to keep on stirring it, because you do not want this to stick to the bottom. And this is really not a very long process. Probably about the length of me making this video is probably about how long it actually took to finish up. And so now all of the milk is pretty much evaporated, and this is what you want. And now that it's all evaporated out, you're going to put this inside of a small casserole dish, which I have sitting here on the side. Alright, so let's put this in. And there we go. Looking all nice and scrumptious and stuff. And for that, now after this, now we're going to go ahead and put the coco-rella inside of it. If you just made some fresh, you're only going to need maybe half, if that much. You're going to do it to your taste, and you're going to blend this in. Now, when you make your coco-rella for this, you don't want to put in the spelt, what do you call it? The spelt starch. Don't put any of the spelt starch in it, because the spelt starch is what's going to make it sit up. So you don't need it inside of this. So now you're just going to go ahead and blend this around really good. If you want more of the coco-rella in it, then you put the coco-rella in it. So just going to get this all nice and blended in. And it's looking pretty good right now. And I found this this chickpea crumbs at the market. And so I'm going to use these chickpea crumbs. Yeah, I know it's pretty cool, right? You can also make your bread and then just crumble it up. But I thought I'd try these out. So I put some over my my macaroni. And then, so you know, it's kind of interesting. And then I also put over my mock lobster season. So at this point, you can put on top of this whatever it is that you would typically put on top of your macaroni. So now this is all dressed up and ready to go into the oven. But we're going to have to cover this over, okay? So I'm going to pop it inside of the oven. And again, make sure your oven is on 350 degrees. So it's been in there for maybe about 10 minutes right now. So I'm just checking this out because I want to see if it's the way that I actually want this. And yes, it is. My edges are looking nice and everything. Nothing is burned. 10 minutes is actually really good. So we're going to go ahead and I'm going to take this out of the oven. And there we go. Looking all nice and scrumptious. And it didn't even take long to get this all prepared and everything. So I hope you're going to like this, because I absolutely love this. And again, remember to season with the salt to your taste. Hey, so the food's done, and the only thing left to do is to eat it. Here you go. Hey, so be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel, and if you like what I'm doing, give me a thumbs up. And you know, I think I really want to have some cookies next.